Hello everyone, my name is Luis Perez and today I will be discussing invasive species. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, an invasive species is an organism that causes ecological or economic harm in a new environment where it is not native. In other words, invasive species are organisms that invade and overpopulate in areas that they are not natively found, causing damages to environments and infrastructures and disrupting food chains. Invasive species can be plants and animals. The consequences or sustainability issues caused by invasive species include extinction of plants and animals, reduction of biodiversity and ecosystem, economic impacts, and shortage of food for humans and animals. Frank J. Rahel and Julian D. Olden describe two major ways that invasive species are introduced in new areas. One is through human actions. Humans have greatly facilitated the spread of aquatic invasive species through international stocking, aquarium releases, canal construction, and international shipping. Another method is through global warming. Climate change affects the spread of invasive aquatic life since warmer waters allow for tropical fish to travel to once colder waters and affect native fishes by competing for food, making it difficult for native species to reproduce and causing permanent damage to balanced ecosystems. I will now bring on the case study of the lionfish. The coastal waters of Florida and surrounding areas of the Atlantic Ocean are facing many different issues due to the introduction of the lionfish into their waters. Lionfish are aggressive and poisonous fish capable of reproducing rapidly in places with few predators. NOAA states, while the exact cause is unknown, experts speculate that people have been dumping unwanted lionfish from home aquariums into the Atlantic Ocean for up to 25 years. Since lionfish are not native to the Atlantic Ocean, they have few predators and thus can freely feed upon crustaceans and fish, including important commercial fishes such as snapper and grouper fish. The consequences faced by Florida is commercial fish populations are being devastated and numbers of these snapper fishes, shrimps, and crabs are being reduced, shortening the market for these animals and raising prices for food. Biodiversity is affected when many coral fish around in these areas of Florida are prey to the lionfish, which could lead to mass extinction of fish species if left untreated. Algae-eating fish are affected and cannot control algae in these waters. The health and well-being of fishermen and swimmers are at stake because lionfish contain poisonous fins that can be fatal to humans. Since we see that lionfish are harmful for the waters of Florida, the fishermen and volunteers are joining forces to try to eradicate the lionfish population. Some examples of actions that are being implemented to help with the situation include hunting competitions held in Florida which award those who are able to hunt the most amount of lionfish, and NPR.org states how organizations in the Caribbean islands such as Bonaire are training divers how to hunt and capture lionfish using spears and fish catching technology. These captured fishes are being donated to scientists for scientific research purposes and in restaurants sold as fine exotic delicacies to consumers. While it has been proven that there is progress in hunting for lionfishes, these traditional hunting methods will not be able to fully contain a growing population of lionfish. The American Marine Research Company has been using new technologies to help hunt the population of these fish. As stated by the AMCR, the only form of lionfish control that exists today is hunting in shallow water by human divers, but it is too limited by logistical and economic constraints to realistically offer a long-lasting solution to the problem. They have developed software in control systems, artificial intelligence, and data collection to create a computer-assisted robot that will detect lionfishes, hunt them, and capture them much more efficiently than humans can. This is an image from the AMCR that shows the computer-assisted technologies that they have designed to combat the lionfish. The engineers from AMCR could use all the information possible when they designed their lionfish caption equipment, as well as other organizations and researchers looking into invasive species. As stated by Jim Graham and all from the American Institute of Biological Sciences, invasive species datasets are often difficult to obtain and integrate. A cyber infrastructure for such information could make these data available for internet users. The data can be used to create regional watch lists, to send email alerts when a new species enters a region, to construct models of species' current and future distributions, and to inform management. As Jim Graham states, they are working on a database which includes all of the following: to allow collection of data on the location and characteristics of invasive and potentially invasive species, provide watch lists of potential new invaders by area, send alerts for early detection of new invaders to concerned individuals, model the current and predicted extent of an invasive species' range, and provide information on best management practices for rapid responses to new invasions and for the control and restoration efforts. By having these databases that can be easily accessible, researchers such as the American Marine Research Company can use this information in their computer-assisted technologies and input this information to ensure their computers can detect the lionfish and its habitat as efficient as. To conclude, now that we know more about invasive species and how they are threatening to many environments, we can further understand why the government implements laws that prohibit the ownership of certain species. Although these laws may seem unfair at times, it is important to consider thoroughly why these laws exist and how they work towards protecting our environment.